teacher presentation.
Want to learn about setting limits in the classroom? Why don't you sit down and relax and learn from the second grade team? Yes, they are beautiful, fabulous, and they have brains to match. They will be presenting chapters 14, 15, and 16. Hold on to your seats.
Chapter 14, Using Parents for Backup Support. Using parents for backup support can be an effective, logical consequence when efforts to resolve problems between the student and teacher have broken down. The effectiveness of this procedure, however, depends largely upon the parent's willingness and ability to help. The parents must be supportive. They must be willing to take responsibility for doing their part to resolve the problem. When parents are supportive, their backup support can have a very positive impact. When parents are not supportive, their involvement can sabotage and undermine our guidance efforts in the classroom. Before asking parents for backup support, your first step should be to determine if they are supportive.
I see you asking yourself, so how do you determine if parents are supportive? Supportive parents usually do the following: sign and return the packet you mailed home during the first week, attend back-to-school night meetings, provide daytime and evening phone numbers, respond to phone calls and notes, state their willingness to support you, consistently complete and return permission slips, attend regularly scheduled parent conferences. Two important questions you should ask before arranging a conference. 1. Are you willing to support my discipline plan for the classroom? 2. Are you willing to attend a conference if requested?
If the answer to either question is no, look out! You probably can't count on receiving high-quality backup support. A conference may even be counterproductive. There are some red flags to look out for. Unsupportive parents usually do the following: respond defensively to issues regarding their child, make excuses for their child, blame you, the school, or others for the problem, bring up other issues unrelated to the concern, argue or debate with you about the accuracy of your concerns, question your rules or authority, state their unwillingness to support you, treat you with disrespect.
Hi, Miss Williams. Hi, Miss Landry. How are you today?
You know what, I'm good, but I'm really more worried about how Travis has been doing.
I see. How are you, Travis? Well, come on in and have a seat. Thank you so much for coming so we can discuss Mr. Travis. And I have 25 minutes that we can spend together, so let's get started.
Okay.
Travis has really great leadership qualities. When he's working with other students during group time, he's very often the person to take charge and tell the others what they need to be doing and what direction he feels like they should be going. But while he has these leadership skills, he doesn't always use his ability to influence others in a positive way. So this is the reason I've asked you to come here today.
The computer, no, Travis, sit down. Oh, Miss Landry, this is what I have to deal with every day. I go to work, I come home, I'm tired, and then there he is with his brother, back and forth, fighting over the computer every day. That's all they do, computer, computer. I just get so tired of it. I just wish I could talk to you about this.
Well, I truly understand that's stressful after a long day at work.
Yes.
So let's focus on what we can do together.
Okay.
So I have some things here that Travis really needs some help with,
Okay.
like you were talking about.
Yes.
And I've listed the things that I can do at school to help him, as well as some things that you can do at home to reinforce those same skills.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Miss Landry. We're definitely going to work on these, and I'm definitely going to be working with Travis, and you're going to see a difference in him.
Okay. Well, let's plan to meet back in, say, 4 weeks.
4 weeks sounds
and
great.
we can evaluate his progress.
Okay.
at
That's
that
no
time.
problem.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I'll see you in the morning, Travis.
All right. We're going to really work on these things. Thank you so much for meeting with me.
Thank you.
Come on, Travis.
So let's say you have a supportive parent and you're scheduled a conference. How do you get the most value for your parent conference? Let's see. Number 1, include the child in the conference. Number 2, set limits on your time. Number 3, stay positive. Number 4, keep the conference focused. Number 5, come prepared to offer solutions. And finally, schedule a follow-up to evaluate progress.
Parent conferences are used to address repeated low and mid-level behavior problems after the usual range of interventions have been exhausted. Let's look at some of the many possibilities. When students repeatedly disrupt class after the first 6 weeks of school. When students show a high incidence of stage 2 timeouts after the first 6 weeks of school. When students fail to master skills after participating in Recess Academy. When students continue to bully or are bullied by others. When students repeatedly misbehave on the playground or in the lunchroom. When students fail to turn in homework after the first 4 to 6 weeks. When students are repeatedly tardy or truant.
The vast majority of discipline problems teachers confront can and should be handled in the classroom. However, there are some situations that exceed what can be handled with classroom management alone. So how do you know when it's time to call for backup support? What steps can you expect your principal to take after he or she receives your request? What are some of the problems involved in using the office as a place for guidance and discipline? Let's take a look and see.
Backup support is not intended to replace the teacher's authority or to make up for ineffective or incomplete guidance lessons in the classroom. Administrative backup support should do what it's supposed to do: back up the teacher's rules, authority, and effective discipline practices in the classroom. Passing discipline problems to the principal or office too early in the guidance process is one of the biggest and most costly abuses of the school guidance system.
Contrary to popular belief, the office is not the best place to send misbehaving students. From a student's point of view, the office is an inherently interesting place. So, what happens when misbehaving kids are sent to the office? Most of the time they sit, and what do they see? To students, the office is just one big soap opera and an exciting source of live entertainment. Why don't we take a look? Oh my goodness, what happened?
We need to see a school nurse. She just was sitting there and she started scratching and then it
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have a school nurse here today. Did you eat something?
She said this has happened before, but not in a long time.
Okay. Hold on. Natalie, do you know your mommy's phone number? Tell it to me.
919 423 4880.
Have a seat, and I'll call Mommy.
Miss Joyner, I'm going to sit him right here until Miss Pugh or Mr. Williams can come and pick him up because I cannot deal with him. He already has a referral today.
Oh, okay. All right. Marco?
Yes.
Miss Pugh is in a meeting, but she'll talk with you as soon as she comes out of the meeting, okay?
That's fine because he cannot come back to my room right now. I cannot deal with him.
Okay, thank you, Miss Saba.
Thank you.
Marco, I need you to sit there and be quiet, honey, okay? Thank you. No, ma'am, not yet. She said she's taking a nap. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Hello. You need me to do what? Call your mom? What's wrong? Well, what am I calling your mommy for, honey? Oh, so you can go on the field trip? You don't know? Okay, do me a favor. Go back and ask your teacher to write me a note
and then I'll call your mommy, okay? All right, thank you. Hi, can I help you? For next school year. Let me see what you have. Did you come in through the lottery or walk zone? Okay. Do you have a copy of your list?
Miss Joy, when you get off the phone, I need to make an announcement that bus 25 is going to be late today.
Thank you. Marco, excuse me, could you let this lady sit down, please? Thank you. You can sit in the nursing station. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to the copier. Mr. Kareem, can you come to the front desk?
Yes, ma'am. I'll come to the front desk.
Can I make a copy of your ID just in case you need it?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
I know we're late. My car just broke down this morning. I had to spend my last $10 on a taxi trying to get here, and I don't even know how I'm gonna pay to get back home. So this little child, she better learn something today. Don't go to class.
Ma'am, excuse me, could you sign her in?
Sorry, ain't that your job?
Yes, ma'am, if the child is unattended, but could you please sign her in while
I
you're
ain't got
here?
time for this. I guess you can be paying for my taxi to get home today then.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much. And she's a smart girl. I'm sure
Better
she
go
can
to
learn a
class.
lot.
Bye, Ma.
Bye.
So what did we learn? Yes, the vast majority of discipline problems teachers confront can and should be handled in the classroom. Also, passing discipline problems to the principal or office too early in the guidance process is one of the biggest and most costly abuses of the school guidance system. And finally, contrary to popular belief, the office is not the best place to send misbehaving students.
Chapter 16, Managing Crisis and Extreme Behavior. Most schools have procedures for handling emergencies such as fires, power failures, and natural disasters, but few schools adequately prepare teachers for the types of emergencies they're most likely to encounter in the classroom. We're talking about extreme acts of defiance or disruption, dangerous or destructive behavior, and violent or assaultive behavior. These are automatic 911 calls to the office for backup support. You won't have time for a referral. In these situations, we cannot afford to fly by the seat of our pants and operate without a plan.
Legal and safety considerations should be paramount when deciding how to manage extreme situations. Your overriding concern should be to keep your students supervised, keep your students safe, minimize risk to your students and to ourselves. Call the office for backup support. Let's see how this might look in each of these extreme situations.
Miss Landon, Lee is still humming and bothering me.
Aaliyah, you've had this problem most of the day. I think it would be better for you to take your work to the back table and finish up.
Forget it. I'm not going, and you can't make me. I don't have to follow your stupid rules.
Boys and girls, I think we need to give Aaliyah some time to think about what she wants to do. Let's line up, please, at the door. Aaliyah, I'm going to give you about 3 minutes to think about your choices. If you need Miss Pugh to help you or Mr. Williams, then we'll call him or her. You need to think about what you want to do.
Forget it. I'm not moving.
Miss Landis, please pick up.
Miss Joyner, would you please have Mr. Williams come to room 108?
Sure, he's coming.
When dealing with extreme defiance, make sure to separate the students. Give the defiant students some time to cool down and offer them a choice. They will decide whether or not to adjust their behavior. From there, it is our responsibility as teachers to follow through and call the office for backup support.
Okay, today's class is going to continue our lesson on regrouping. If you look at the board, we have 50 minus 24. Looking at the ones place, tell me if I would need to regroup.
Yes!
So we're going to go over to the tens place, cross out the 5 and put a
4.
We're going to cross out the 0 and put a
10.
What is 10 minus 4?
6.
Brent, you're not making very good decisions right now. I need you to take a 5-minute time out of the back table. Okay, guys, 10 minus 4 is 6. Going to the tens place, what is 4 minus 2?
2.
So my difference is?
10.
I need everyone to put your heads on your table. Cover your head with your arms. Brent, I need you to put the chair down.
No!
I need everyone to quiet the minds outside the door.
Miss Gazy, pick up.
Miss Jordan, I don't have a phone. I need Mr. Williams and Miss Pugh in my room immediately.
Okay.
Brent, I need you to put the chair down.
Man, you're stupid.
Mr. Williams.
Brett, let's go.
When dealing with dangerous and destructive behavior, protect your students from any danger. From there, separate your students and then make sure to call the office for backup support.
It was a hot day. Mom said, who wants to go to the beach? Wow, stop. Get up. Go to the door. Go line up. Quickly. Get up, Michael. Get up. Go over there in the blue corner. Go over there, John. Go in the blue corner. Now you stay there. Be quiet.
Yes, Miss Saba?
Can I please have an administrator down to Miss Saba's room, please?
Okay, on the way.
When dealing with violent or assaultive students, make sure to separate the remaining students for safety, then separate the violent parties in order to give them time to cool down. From there, make sure all students are supervised and call the office for backup support. Well, now you are prepared for anything. You've got the power. You know how and when to use parents for backup support. You know how and when to use the office for backup support. And last but definitely not least, you know how to manage crises and extreme behaviors. Really, who needs make-believe superheroes when we have educators like you making a difference every day? We, as a second grade team, hope you feel prepared to take what you have learned and begin taking charge and setting limits in your classroom. Well, we'd love to stay, but we are very busy, ladies. We are off to change the world, one child at a time. Come on, let's go, girls.